They say the age of AI will belong to prompt engineers, machine learning experts, and data scientists. But Jensen Huang, the man whose chips power the entire AI revolution, says the real winners of the future might not be who you think. In a 2025 interview, Huang made a startling prediction. If you're an electrician, you're a plumber, a carpenter. We're going to need hundreds of thousands of them to build all of these factories. Factories, not of cars or chemicals, but of AI. The data centers that run large language models. The server farms that train billion-parameter brains. The physical backbone of the digital world. Huang didn't stop there. He warned that as AI accelerates, the demand for skilled trades will explode. The skilled craft segment of every economy is going to see a boom. You're going to have to be doubling and doubling every single year. While everyone else is trying to compete with AI, a completely different group will be building the world AI depends on. AI can now write code faster than junior engineers, debug entire systems in seconds, and generate prototypes that once took teams weeks. Entire entry-level engineering workflows, documentation, testing, QA, are being automated away. AI can analyze X-rays and MRIs with specialist-level accuracy, detect tumors earlier than human eyes, and draft patient reports in one click. Hospitals are already experimenting with AI triage, AI radiology summaries, even AI-assisted diagnosis. The routine parts of medicine, the ones young doctors spend years training for, are evaporating. AI can draft legal briefs, generate contracts, summarize case law, and analyze thousands of precedents overnight, work that used to keep armies of junior lawyers employed. Law firms worldwide are quietly replacing interns with software that never sleeps, never misfiles, never forgets a citation. AI can now trade stocks, audit accounts, write marketing campaigns, design logos, script videos, the kind of work that once defined entire industries. Even creativity, once thought untouchable, is being swallowed by a machine that can mimic any style, any voice, any pattern. But in all this chaos, there's a border AI cannot cross. It cannot install a 400-amp power panel in a data center. It cannot crawl through an attic at 2 a.m. to find a shorted wire. It cannot run copper through a concrete wall. It cannot weld a support beam. It cannot repair a burst cooling pipe that threatens to take an entire server farm offline. It cannot climb a steel tower, brace against the wind, and fix a live transformer before a blackout. AI can build empires of information, but it cannot turn a wrench. It can generate electricity bills, but it cannot generate electricity. And as AI gets smarter, everything knowledge-based becomes cheap, but everything hands-on becomes priceless. Across America, Europe, the Middle East, and even parts of Asia, plumbers and electricians are already charging $60 to $120 an hour. Rates that quietly rival or exceed what many nurses, teachers, and junior engineers make. In California, emergency electricians can sometimes bill $300 an hour, more than what many lawyers charge for consultations. In London, weekend plumbing or electrical call-outs regularly cross £100 an hour, outpacing what many office workers earn. And in rapidly growing hubs like Singapore, technicians who work on data center cooling, wiring, and maintenance often earn bonuses and overtime packages that fresh engineering graduates rarely see. It's a reminder that the future isn't waiting. It's already arriving in pockets around the world. Because as data centers multiply across the world, from Nevada to Singapore to Hyderabad, someone has to wire them, cool them, power them, and keep them alive. NVIDIA alone has pledged nearly $100 billion toward AI-related infrastructure. Analysts say global data center investment could reach multi-trillion dollars by 2030. That's not just a tech boom, it's a construction boom. That's why Huang openly questioned whether a college degree is even the safest path anymore. He pointed out that skilled trades often offer six-figure salaries, without a mountain of student debt, and may be more stable in an AI-dominated future. So here's the uncomfortable truth no one preparing for the future of work wants to hear. The most AI-proof careers may not be in air-conditioned offices, but on construction sites. Because something profound is happening. Quietly. Almost invisibly. The world is turning inside out. Everything we believed about success, status, and good jobs is being rewritten. For decades, society told us to chase the white-collar dream, to avoid physical labor, to sit in clean offices, type on clean keyboards, and collect clean salaries. But AI has flipped the script. The blue collar is becoming the new white collar. The jobs we once dismissed as manual are becoming the most respected, most secure, and, in some cases, the most lucrative. It's as if the industrialized world has come full circle, back to a time when society was built by the people who could actually build things. The future might not belong to the person in a hoodie typing code, but the person in a hard hat tightening bolts on the server racks that power that code. In the coming decade, as millions fight for shrinking white-collar jobs, the people who thrive may be the ones willing to get their hands dirty. So the question isn't, what job won't AI take? The real question is, are you ready to build the world AI can't live without? Because according to Jensen Huang, the plumbers, electricians, and carpenters of the world won't just be part of the AI revolution. They'll be the ones holding it together.
If you're an electrician, you're a plumber, if you're a carpenter, we're going to need hundreds of thousands of them to build all of these factories. And the skilled craft segment of every economy is going to see a boom.
For an economy that is struggling at the moment, what are the risks for the UK if we don't grasp this opportunity?
Just as the last industrial revolution, the reason why it came about was because you needed it.
This is Whispering Peepaw, where we look beyond the noise into the forces quietly reshaping our world. If today's deep dive gave you something to think about, subscribe and stay with us as we uncover the stories that change how we see work, power, and the future.